As Jesus passed on from there, he saw a man called Matthew sitting at the tax booth, and he said to him, "Follow me." And he rose and followed him. Hello, friends. I'm Paul Hahn, coordinator of Mission in North America. And our great challenge in the church in North America, particularly in the Presbyterian Church in America, is to get up and to follow Jesus. In this season of COVID crisis, Dr. Richard Pratt challenged us last week and said, as we watch the affliction around us, as we watch the racial unrest and the seeking of justice in places of oppression in the past, as we watch the financial upheaval, so many of us are as those sitting in a chair merely watching the news on our favorite channel rather than getting up and getting into the game. So many of us are those, as it were, sitting on the couch watching the game rather than getting up and playing in the game. And the way that we do that is follow Jesus into laying down our lives for the needs of those around us, even as he has laid down his life for us. Where does Jesus want you in a fresh way to get up and follow him? By putting off sin, dying to sin and living under righteousness, putting off an old habit, really getting help for an area of your life that is a sin pattern that is dominating you or consuming you, getting help in the body of Christ around you, accountability, encouragement, confessing that sin, and going forward with Jesus. Where does Jesus want you to go forward in simply stepping toward one neighbor, one family, one person that he has put on your heart or put into your path, and to lay down your life for this person, to die to self, to comfort, to status, to ease, the way Matthew does when he leaves his tax collector's booth, to go and follow Jesus. We learn just after this passage that for Matthew, after he leaves the booth and follows him, leaving everything behind, he throws a party for his other tax collector friends so that they too can meet Jesus. Where does Jesus want us to simply get in the game and invite others to welcome them into our space and to say, come and experience what we are experiencing with Jesus? This is our privilege. To be disciples of Jesus, yes, means that we are learners. We are lifelong learners through the word taught to us, the teachings and the doctrines of the apostles passed on to us. But that learning is unto action, unto getting up and following Jesus in laying down our lives, dying to sin and living under righteousness, in giving our best away in service to Jesus, by giving our space and our time away to welcome others into it, to say, come and experience Jesus' love and goodness with us. I invite you to go back and check out all of Richard's webinar from last week. You can see it on our Facebook page or our website. This week, this Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we'll be going live with a session in which we'll have various pastors coming together and sharing with us their sense of how they are enduring by grace in this season of pandemic. What are their patterns of soul care? How is Jesus coming alongside and meeting them? There'll be good for those who are pastors to come and check that out, good for those who are members of the churches to learn what are the unique pressures and challenges on your pastors in this season. But for all of us, would we get up and follow Jesus in the way of the gospel? Go in God's peace and love.